Good morning, YouTube. Welcome back. Today is now Thursday, May 1st. May 1st it is, okay? It's official, y'all. It is official. 100%. I am now an official Texan. Everything went smooth at DMV yesterday. Got my temporary. They said the hard copy will be in about 7 to 21 days. So once it comes in, I'll be heading back here to get it so I can have it official. I did do the application process with Landstar yesterday. Now I'm just waiting on whatever they do. See this hat right here? I made this hat. I had this design on the shop. It's no longer there. So I thought it would be cool to have like a patch themed, like a branded patch style hat. But look, see that little white outline around it? I don't like that, so the print don't come out very well. And this is why I like to get my merch, so I can check the quality of it. Of course, I'm gonna wear it from time to time still, but I just don't like that white thing. I got to figure out why that. I mean, the way the direct garment printing works is they put a white layer down first and then put the thing on top of it, but it's not matched up. I don't think it's got anything to do with my design. I think it's the printing process. Whoever printed it that day, it's not matched up, so I don't like that. I don't like that print. Maybe it is the design. Maybe I need to go there and look at something or whatever. Maybe I might bring it back, but as of right now, this is no longer available in the shop. So anyhow, we are going. It's 8 o'clock. I've been scouring the load board looking, trying to find a follow-up load for Saturday. And it's weekend. It's hard to find anything on the weekends. But we're going to go down to Pasadena, 40 miles from here, get our live load, and take it to Port Wentworth, Georgia. But I was talking to Kay the other day. I was like, I passed in-laws twice in like a 30-hour period there over Monday, Tuesday, or Tuesday, Wednesday. And I didn't even stop once. So I think I'm going to stop by there today on the way through. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. Should I? Probably should. Yeah, I probably will. Because I'll probably get through there about noon, 1 o'clock. So we'll see. Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. But I don't know. We're probably going to go... It's 900 miles from pickup to drop off, 900 and some change. We'll probably knock out about 5 today, depending on how long it takes us to get loaded. This is about a 20-some thousand pound load, so it's not super heavy. Driver profile has been updated. Okay, let me go ahead and restart this tablet. And let me get out and do pre-trip, throw this bag of trash away, and get this day started, shall we? Thanks for being here, guys. I really appreciate it. Let's get to it. We are here at iHub Warehouse in Pasadena, Texas. It is now 9:36. I'm in the dock. He said, we got a hand load here. It'll be a couple hours. I'm like, all right, no worries. It looks like a bunch of patio furniture. I was like, you need me to tie the tannins back or straps or anything? He went, nope, just pull back here. I'll hand load. I'll have you done in a couple hours. I'm like, all right, cool. So he said a couple hours. So right now it's 9:37. So hopefully be out here before noon. I'd be content, or sooner. And then knock out about 500 miles today. Possibly deliver this thing tomorrow. But I still need to look for a load for Saturday, because even if I do drop it off tomorrow, it'll be later in the evening. So I don't know. We'll figure it out. But I got a text message from Landstar on the way here. So let me give them a call and see what's up. I'm so angry. Right now, my initial thought is to hell with Landstar. My whole time, I've been talking to people, talking to recruiters. Everybody says you can start the process, get onboarded, and within 90 days, as long as you have your hazmat, you're good. Even the recruiters said that. People who's been there said that. She says you have to have your hazmat in order to even qualify to be on Landstar. There's no 90-day window. There's no 90-day window. I'm saying this to her. I'm like, why are you the first one to tell me this? Between drivers that are currently with Landstar, recruiters I spoke to previously for like the past 5 months, going through all these discussions and shit. Why are you the first person to mention this at all. She hung up on me. Okay, I'm going to say we got disconnected. That bitch hung up on me. Me being me, I'm like, "Buck Landstar." But I gotta do some more talking. I gotta try to find. I gotta see. Really? I was like, "Is this a new thing?" Because no one's mentioned this at all. She hung up on me. The line just went dead. Ah! Maybe I'll take people for what they say too literal. Okay? You hear 90 days, you got 90 days before you got to do anything. Apparently, that 90 days is only a thing after you start the process of getting your background. Well, after you receive the results of your background check. But even then, they can start the onboarding process, but you can't go active until you actually have the hazmat endorsement. But they won't even start onboarding until the results of the background checks come in. Nobody said that. Nobody. Oh, you got 90 days at Landstar. You got 90 days. If I would have known that specifically, I would have done that at the DMV yesterday. I would have started that. Or even I decided got the background check out of the way a while back ago. Now, I was going to initially get my hazmat endorsement through my CDS school in Charleston, West Virginia. I've contacted them. They sent me a link. Get your background check done. Once it's done, sign up for the class. Come on in and do it, blah, blah, blah. So you can do it online in West Virginia. You can't do it online in Texas. You have to go into the fucking DMV. Texas has their own HME process, hazmat endorsement. So, for those considering going to Landstar, whoever says that 90 days crap, just stop saying that. Stop saying that you got 90 days. Stop, because it's not. You may, but you're not. They're not telling you step one before that 90 days starts. Get your hazmat background check done first. Have your hazmat process begun. I've always done my own search, and it all seemed fine because even the recruiters I've spoken to before today have all said the same thing. Well, I ain't gonna. They didn't say you got 90 days specifically, but they never said it's got. You have to have that background check completion or results report before you can even start the onboarding process. No one said that. Nobody. So, and I've already said, it's the biggest reason I didn't go to Landstar. I ignored Landstar for the longest time because I don't think I'll ever haul a hazmat load. I don't feel like I wanted to get the hazmat endorsement because of that. Now it's turning into a bigger headache that I feel like I'm all about KISS. Keep it simple, stupid. I'll wear that shirt tomorrow just to prove. Because for today we got In Truckers We Trust. Merch on the website. Disappointing, upset, frustrating. While I continue to move forward with this process with Landstar, I don't know. I've got some searching to do. I got some inner searching. I got some things I got to do to determine that answer. Right now, I'm just basing all my thoughts of what I'm feeling right now. But Landstar, I think, really, truly would be the perfect fit for my plans. Not saying they're the only company out there, but I feel like man. But Am I going to automatically turn away because I'm pissed off because I was misinformed or I interpreted what I was told incorrectly? No, because you do what you have to so you can do what you want to do. You can tell I'm frustrated, but I've got to calm down and breathe and focus on what it is that I truly want. And if this is what it takes to do it, then this is what it takes to fucking do it. We'll see. All right, we're good. It's now 11:15. A couple hours or so. We're loaded. Come on now. Come on now. There we go. And we booked another load too. Booked a load from Rincon, Georgia, about 15 miles from where we're at. We're delivering. Going to Upper Marlboro, Maryland. You believe that? Maryland, here we come. It's for a 5 a.m. delivery. Live unload on Monday, though. Me doing 5 a.m.? Whatever. It is what it is. I gotta get back to making money for these past couple weeks of not being able to work hard. Do what you gotta do so you can do what you want to do. Alright, 996 miles to go for delivery. It's 11:15. I need to go ahead and put this in my GPS, don't I? Trucker path. Yes, sir. Trucker path. Trucker path, trucker path, trucker path. And we're on a 310 International Trade Parkway Wayfair. Boom. Truck route 959 miles from the just skip that. Probably what's up from 10 to Mobile and 65 and something like that probably. Oh no, I can do that one. I can do the 978 mile, hit 85 and say, I'm just going to do 10 all the way. I'm going to go 10 all the way to Jacksonville. And then go north from there. 999 miles total, 15 hours. Yeah, we're going to do that one. Simplest way. Yeah, we're doing that one. Alright, let's get to getting. We'll see how far we go along 10 today. 150, 250. We'll get... We'll be somewhere in Mississippi, probably. Let's go. Alright, we have stopped. We are in Iowa, Louisiana. At In-Laws Cajun Barbecue. Yeah, I stopped here. Yep. I passed it twice in this week, and I was like, I ain't stopping. I'm not passing it a third time. What did I get? Not much. I got a pound of sausage. Take a bite of that. Oh, yeah. And I got 2 pork chops. You send a picture to KO. He gonna reply back. I already know him. But it must be nice, acting like he all suffering and shit. But I had someone tell me, messaged me a couple weeks ago, saying how In-Laws, they now have, they sent me a sign, fried chicken wings. I was like, cool. So I looked at the sign in there, and they're advertising as fried chicken wings. You know, fried ribs is a big thing here. I'm like, fried chicken wings, is that how they always come? That's how you should go cook chicken wings. You fry them bitches, right? So, $9.99 a pound. I looked at what they had. They didn't look very big. So, I didn't get it. I got pork chops. I got sausage. I'm going to eat the pork chops now. The sausage I'll just munch on like candy driving down the road. We grab a piece here and there, you know. So we are I'm going to drive 150 miles. Question is, how far are we going to go today? So after this 30 is up, I'll have 7 hours and 44 minutes to drive. I'm probably going to drive till 7:30, 8 o'clock, somewhere in that window. And then stop wherever we happen to be. I don't have a spot in mind, a goal to go to get to. Just going to drive until we don't drive anymore. Hopefully, that's a good pork chop. Hopefully, we don't come across any problems. We know we gotta go through Baton Rouge here in a little bit. We're about 100 miles from there. It'll be Baton Rouge for sure. So I wonder, what's that? That is a Love's, 257 miles away. That's 4 hours. We want to go further than that. It's up here. Where we at here? Is that Gulfport? Can't tell. That's Mobile. We want to stop before Mobile, probably. That's 301 miles away. No. Huh? Maybe. We're just getting to Florida. Loxley, 335 miles away. Milton, Florida, Loves, 382 miles away. That's probably the realistic area. But I don't have food in the truck anymore. I didn't do my Walmart order yesterday because I got distracted and lost track of time. I'm probably going to stop by Marietta tomorrow afternoon on my way through. Marietta, Florida. Get some food in the truck. So I can stop spending money out here on the road. I need to stop spending money and start making money. And then go through the process I need to go through. I need to do my ELDT training. Get my background check for hazmat, fingerprint done. And go through all that process. But I gotta make money first. I've thought about it and stewed it over. Apparently I wasn't as thorough in my research as I thought I was. I thought I had all bases covered. I thought I understood everything. I can only blame me. So, once I'm through this process, I'm going to make a video, a comprehensive, very, very thorough video, the process it's going to take for some people who are interested in transferring over, and tell you exactly, step by step, what you got to do. Because I'm going to go through it, and there's not a video out there telling you how to do it. Probably will be before I get to it now, because someone's going to hear this and be like, hey, that's a great idea, let's do it. But for now, I got pork chops to eat, and we're going to head down another 13 minutes here to get my full time back, and we're just going to drive. Thanks for being here, y'all. All right, so I only lost about 2 hours in Baton Rouge. My God, you saw from the travel ties today. Man, that was brutal. That sucked. That sucked. And there's no way you can fix Baton Rouge, is because if they want to fix that road, they'd have to shut the I-10 down for 2 years minimum. Tear every freaking overpass and bridge and on-ramp and off-ramp down. Rebuild it all. That's the only way because you can't expand that area. It's just unexpandable. Not with those styles of bridges. So, we are currently in Gulfport, Mississippi. We traveled a total of 428 miles today, and that's it. But I'm going to stop in Marianna, Florida tomorrow on the way through. I'm just a couple hundred miles from there. And we're at a Love's in Gulfport, Mississippi. That Love's I stayed at that one time. Sometime back. Back there somewhere. Parked over there. And I was going to park in this spot right here. So I did a UE in front of the shop. And I'm looking at a freaking end spot, wide open. I'm like, oh, okay. Let me just park there instead of parking here. Then I'm like, oh, I'm on an end spot now. It sucks. I mean, my hood's exposed. Coming right out of the Cascadia. There's plenty of room, so I shouldn't have to worry about anybody taking my hood off. But we'll see. Hope not. I don't want to park on the ends because of that. But, what are you going to do? So it's now 7:18. I've been here for about 20 minutes. I called my buddy Ronnie and talked to him because of what I've been thinking about all day, about the Landstar thing, right? So it pretty much comes down to whether I want to continue moving forward, getting the hazmat endorsement they're required to have, which I've never really wanted to begin with. And I've said forever now, I'm not 92, 95% sure I'm going to Landstar. I never really verbally said to y'all what that other 5% was that was holding me back, outside of maybe possibly getting into the event scene, right, with with one of those concert companies. That was part of that 5%. The other part of it was I've had a backup company in mind. Mercer. And y'all know I almost went to Mercer last year. My hood got ripped. They said, wait till your shit's done. And then when it got done, I called them back. And then something from my physical, they accepted the first time. They got caught on the second time. Then I felt like they were microing too much or something. So my brain went down this path of filling in the blanks and creating my own story. I was like, if you're micromanaging so bad now, then I'm not even going to worry about what it's going to be like then. But I know a driver who works with Mercer. I called him a little while ago too. And I was like, let's just talk about the operational standpoint. Because, when you're trying to talk to someone about a company, you need to throw numbers out the windows. Quit trying to talk about numbers and look at what you're going to make. Because there's no guaranteed answer anybody can give you, because that's a variable that we can't control. You can't ask someone, how much am I going to make? You really can't, because when they tell you, that's not something I can answer for you. It's just because it's just fact. There's so many variables involved. How hard are you willing to run? Where are you wanting to run? How often do you want to be home? Do you want to stay out here on the road 3 or 4 weeks? The rate's just kind of variable every single day. It just fluctuates. It's not a solid answer, which sucks. It sucks. We would all love to know how much we're making every week. We just don't know. Sometimes we make $2 or $3 grand. Sometimes we go in a hole $7. Like I did this past week, $7 in the hole. If I'd have got 2 less gallons of fuel last Monday, I would have broke even. Or maybe even had a $1.22 discount. Who knows? Anyhow, so I was worried about the operations. So I talked to him. We talked for about 20 minutes, and I asked him about the operations and his experience going on there. And here's the thing. If I want to continue on to get the hazmat endorsement, like I said, which I was against forever, but I decided, okay, I'll get it just so I can go there. If I go that route, we're looking at 2 to 4 weeks, maybe 90 days for my background check to come back. Not to mention how long it will take before I even get it scheduled in Texas. Then at that point, we're looking probably 3 to 4 weeks for their Landstar's outsourcing compliance people get to it. So we're probably looking at a total of 3 or 4 months from start to finish. Also, I'd have to go ahead and pay for my insurance, buy my own insurance. On top of paying for my company transfer fee. And whatever else is due orientation. Or, if I chose to try to go to Mercer again, I felt like I could call tomorrow, They probably set me up for orientation Monday or Wednesday of next week. I wouldn't have to buy insurance outright. I can buy and get insurance through them. I have to buy some bunch of like 20 straps. So I wouldn't have to buy that many. I got a bunch of straps as it is. I'd have to buy what I needed to get. I think 20 is the number. There's a trailer rental fee there, but there's, as long as you don't fuck up the trailer, you don't have to pay for maintenance or nothing like that. If it's not operator error, you ain't got to worry about maintenance costs. I know at some point they're going to, right now at Mercer, if you get a flatbed, you can get it for lease to purchase. Dry van, they don't have that option yet, but I know they're working on it. They told me last year they were working on it. At some point, you'll be able to buy your dry van from there too. So the path of least resistance right now would be going to Mercer. And I guess the cheapest route. I feel like I need to just escape out from under the pumpkin, go elsewhere. The advantage of the Mercer is they pay you after every load. It's also another advantage. 75%. You have a coordinator who will work booking your loads under your parameters you've described to them, or you can book it off the board. Downside is the first in, first out rule. So if you go to an area that has a lot of people, you might be sitting there for a little while. But if you go to an area that don't have a lot of people, guess what? You ain't got to worry about it. Just thoughts going through my head. I feel like I just need to get out from under the pumpkin. I'm not one to bounce from company to company either. I'm not one to bounce from jobs. But I told myself, when I do leave Schneider, I'm not going to another mega. I'm just not going to. I want to go to a specific owner-operator company, and I've already got it in my head, F2F is not going to be that company. I'm not going to go to F2F. It's just not going to happen. I'm not going to say never, because never is an awful long time, but Mercer checks all the boxes that Landstar does. I won't be in fear of losing my contract if I answer my phone. I won't be in fear of losing my contract if I turn my camera on the side to talk to you as I'm passing something cool down the road. I have a coordinator book loads for me because they can look at the boards more than I can while I'm driving. Or I can look at the boards and do it myself. Combination of both. Still get some agent communication experience. One of my biggest concerns is what is their Southern Texas freight like? The person I'm speaking to, I mean, he can tell on what he does, but he's not driving, so But I can also go from. I'm not limited east of 35 either, like I am with Schneider. I can go I can stretch my legs wherever the hell I want, or wherever the load decides to take me. And the number you see for the load is the number you get. It's not. That's after they're cut, right? So you don't see a Raycon, and you say then you got to do the math to get rid of their 25% off the line haul. Whatever the number you see, that's what you're getting. Point and click per se, it's almost as easy as Schneider, but close enough similar. I got a decision to make, guys. I do. I'm going to have to call Mercer. I'm going to have to call Mercer before I make that decision. I got to have to talk to them before I make that decision. I'll give them a call tomorrow sometime. Just to have a conversation and see how it's going. So before I can make that decision, like I say, I got to call them. So that's what's going to go through my head for the next 24 to 48 to 72 to 96 to whatever hours it takes me to make a decision. Of course, I'll be talking to people that I feel like I'm close to and getting their opinions and advice as well. Ronnie was one of them. The guy I spoke to earlier, he was one of them. I don't want to put him on blast. You know what? Stephen Love. Y'all know who Stephen Love is. Love and Life on YouTube? Yeah, he's a flatbed driver over there. I talked to him for a while about it. Try calling KO, but He's probably in a hot tub somewhere in the hotel. Or hopefully he's back in the truck. I don't know. Maybe he's picking up a load. I'll figure it out. But anyway, I appreciate all you watching, guys. Today's over with. It's 7:27 now. I'm going to walk inside the Love's. I'm not hungry because I had that couple pork chops and that pound of sausage. I told you I was going to munch that sausage on the way down the road, and I did. I popped it like candy. I sat up here on the dash. I just kept popping them like candy. So I'm not hungry. I won't eat no more tonight. But I need to walk inside. I'm going to use the restroom and might grab a Monster. What am I saying might for? You know I'm going to grab a Monster. But there is a McDonald's here and it's a Cheshire Chicken, so if I do get hungry. But I am going to stop by Marianne in the morning or tomorrow and shop for the truck because I'm 616 miles away from delivery and I cannot deliver. My delivery window doesn't open until Saturday morning at 6 a.m. But my next load on Saturday doesn't start till 1500 Saturday afternoon. So I'm not in a hurry. There's no point in being in a hurry, otherwise I'm going to be sitting. So, yeah. And that next load, of course, what is that? I mean, what's the details of that next load? It's pick up at... Come on, Linda, load up. Yeah, bitch. Come on. Sinus has been killing me, man. Sinus has been brutal. Oof. So, Port Wentworth, we're picking up... it's a Georgia Pacific load. And Renken going to Dayco Integrated Supply in Upper Marlboro, Maryland. This is like a 30-some thousand pound load, right? Yeah, 38,000. So, turn around Ebenezer and turn around Augusta. Going forward, Renken will turn road drivers that arrive with equipment that does not pass inspection or will be rejected as... GP. Okay, whatever. We'll get there. We'll do whatever we do. I just got to make sure I get a good empty out of the Wayfair warehouse. Yeah. Hold up. Oh, that's the wrong one. Boop. Yeah, it looks like the ETA appointment start time is the 3rd at 15:12 at GP in Renken. So, and the appointment window for delivery off this load is 6 a.m. to 2300 on Saturday as well. So, yeah. Times I mentioned were accurate. But anyhow, thanks so much for watching, guys. I appreciate all the support. Support truckers and truckers we trust. Go check it out in the shop, countryslife.com, quick merch. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate it. Have a good night, and I will see you tomorrow. Did you see it?